As a small biz pro, I saw we roll, using procurement, program, and control. As a small biz pro, I saw we grow, using procurement, program, and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah. Crystal Mitchell, do you have a
Good afternoon. This is the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. How are you doing, small biz pros? Haven't heard from you guys in a long time. Give us a call. Our number here is 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375. Give us a call. Get involved in our conversation today. Share any information you may have with us that you think Crystal and I can help you resolve.
Yeah.
So, Crystal,
hey, Mr.
welcome
Co-host.
back again.
I know, huh? I feel like I've been away for a long time, but I am over there with my Biz Camp kids. We're in week 2.
Oh, yeah.
And we're rounding down to a business plan presentation and the contest. And so getting to know the kids more. And this week we did something interesting. We had to separate the boys from the girls.
What happened?
Just the boys are a lot
They're
more
getting rambunctious?
Yeah, they're boys. They're boys and the girls. So at first I thought they were going to think it was a punishment. The girls like, no, we like it like this. So we kind of kept it that way so that they can stay focused on writing their business plans and really developing out their concepts and their ideas.
I spoke with our boy Ken Hitz this week, and he said he was there helping out with the business plan.
He did some coaching. So this week we had coaches come in. I think on Wednesday we had about 7 or 8 coaches that came in and sat down with the kids.
That's good.
And then we took the kids to Junior Achievement, which is the finance park. So we took them there, and they learned all about their financial literacy.
Good.
And then we had some great speakers. So Carolyn Hines spoke this morning.
Oh, really? This morning?
This morning.
Very
and
nice.
then we had Armin Santos, whose business is marketing strategy and digital. Raymond that does the show over here and did work with you for a little while.
Oh.
His boss. So he came in to talk about app development. And
So his boss is the one who owns that restaurant down there?
No, he owns the company. The company is called Prometheus. And so what they do is app development and marketing strategies using social media. Really more, not necessarily social media. They use more affiliated marketing and how to monetize your on your website and things like that. So we're going to work with him on monetizing our website. And so he spoke on that. And then right behind him, my client, Jennifer Wilson, who does social media management. So she spoke with the kids yesterday.
Oh, very good.
And today when I left, there was a young lady, one of the students, Harmony, her sister goes to USC, so they were talking about social entrepreneurship, and I was leaving. But there was a young lady there, and I didn't get to really meet her, but hopefully she'll be at the tomorrow. I'll meet her because the kids have a sales day. She has a company called, I think it was Immigrant or something of that nature, but they bring, hey Mo, they bring, hi Naja, they bring immigrants together with attorneys to help them if there's any, which there is a lot of fraud in regards to immigrants coming here and trying to go through the right processes. Right. But there's a lot of fraud that's involved in that. Right. So I just heard a bit of her commentary. So I would love to have her on the show since right now that's a big thing here in California.
That's definitely.
Yeah, so it's been a great week, and the kids are growing and evolving, and some of them they're learning a lot. Some of them are kind of young, so this is good. They might not all get it all right now.
We need to get them when they're young.
You have to get them when they're young, and then we're bouncing around some ideas about expanding it out. Rhonda and I, how we can expand it out so that we can do this year round.
Yeah, that's good though. That's very good.
But we got
As long
to-
as you guys have the sponsorship, then
Yeah, which I think, I don't know if that'll be much of a problem as far as kids go,
Yeah.
because it will definitely be expanding out their educational processes, and also we need to start developing more entrepreneurs.
for sure.
So, and if we can teach them how to do it correctly,
Well, between you, me, and Rhonda, we're going to make it happen. So.
yeah. So I'm excited about graduation next week. So anybody out there in audience land, we need judges in the morning to help us judge the kids. We got to select our top 6.
Very good. Very
And
good.
and then after that, so graduation is next Thursday at 1:00, and the culmination is going to be held at Southwest College.
Oh, good.
So excited about that. Tomorrow, the kids have. So we took them downtown for their wholesale trip, and in the alley. And so tomorrow is their sell day. And so
They're gonna sell?
they're going to sell sell a product, not necessarily a product that they're building their business on, but they're going to sell a product, and they're going to market it. They're doing their signs today, and then learning just how to sell just in general.
Where are they getting the product from that they're going to sell?
We took them downtown, and each one of them received $40 investment.
And they bought
They
product?
bought some stuff in the alley, and then they have to return their $40 investment immediately
And make a profit
upon
on
the
it.
closing of the store tomorrow. And it's all being held at the school at KIPP Academy of Opportunity at 8500 Figueroa Boulevard, where we're having the class. And so so Carolyn came today to talk about customer service and how to engage your customers, not worry about your competition because it's all about you,
Yeah.
and just how to be a better, store owner.
And when is the last day of class?
The last day of class is on the 26th of July.
Oh, so it's next week.
Yeah, so we got.
And I was thinking, when can I come in and do that?
You wanna come
that
Monday?
profile? Monday, let's see what
Check
time
your-
Monday,
check your-
because
check your-
because I have some things I scheduled Monday, but want to see what
You can do
time.
Monday or Tuesday,
Is it usually in the afternoon?
however you want it.
Oh, okay.
We there to 5. We there from 9 to 5.
Yeah, I think the afternoon might work a little better.
Okay, well, just let us know. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, the kids will think they're meeting a celebrity.
They are meeting us.
Maybe you can rap. Maybe you can do a little reggae for them.
The 26th is a Thursday. So
Yeah, the
that's
twen-
when you want me there?
No,
No, Monday is
that's-
the 23rd.
Yeah, Monday is the graduate.
Okay, so I have a phone conference at about 10 o'clock.
Okay, so
and
you want to come in the
after
afternoon?
that, I'm good.
Okay, we'll come over in the afternoon.
Yeah. All right. Sounds
Okay,
good.
just-
Yeah.
all right, we'll put you on
But you're gonna need time to print up the materials and all of that, though, right? Because I gotta send you materials so they can.
Oh,
You see
okay.
what I'm saying?
So we need to get that. We'd have to get that to Bonnie.
Yeah. And she's not gonna be too happy to print so many pages in
Oh,
such a
yeah,
short
that might
amount
be.
of time.
But just come in and talk to him about just structure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to come talk about. You got a wealth of stuff you could talk to the kids
I'll
about.
talk about structure.
Yeah. You just come in and just talk to them about what you do.
So
and-
no one talk to them about legal structure yet.
Nope.
Okay.
I just kind of
Okay.
went in over it and talked. I just kind of did it because we really don't have a lot of time for
Yeah.
that. So I just kind of let them know that they're also proprietors.
Okay.
But what that really means.
All right, we
and
can
then
talk
they'll
about
ask
that.
you questions. They're quite a very inquisitive group of kids.
Those kids would be a good group to introduce them to Small Biz Pro because they're inquisitive. They want to learn. They want to do stuff.
Oh yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and all of them are gamers. So I have learned so much
Yeah.
about gaming.
Yeah.
And that the top game right now is Fortnite.
Yeah.
And so I was telling Jennifer, she goes, "How you know that?" I said, "Because I've been around these kids for the last 6 weeks."
Yeah.
And so the boys are all into gaming, and each one, I think, every class. Excuse me. Every class, there's a kid that wants to do a business wrapped around gaming.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot, and actually, I've just started incorporating it in the instruction.
Yeah.
I used it for competition.
Oh, very good.
and how you know, whoever are you a gamer?
No.
Okay. LeBron is probably a gamer. So I, you know, they all at one point wanted to do the same business.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, now you're going to go up and pitch to judges, and you guys are talking about the same type of business.
Yeah.
So what's going to make you uniquely different? What's going to be your unique selling proposition, right?
Yeah.
And so I said, so let me bring this into a space that you guys can understand.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the very first game that you used? And so they gave me some, I can't even remember at this point. And then each evolution until we got to Fortnite. And then they they obviously know all of the millions of people that are playing it internationally. And I mean, there's like 1.7 billion gamers in the world internationally.
And it's growing too.
It's growing, right?
Yeah.
And they make, I think one of the young men told me, what did he tell me today? $70 billion. Yeah, $70 billion industry, and the way they derive their income is through purchasing gaming accessories, like skins and that kind of stuff, right? So, and then they go up different levels. Now, their money is coming from their parents because these are young kids. Right. And so I used that, and so by the time I got done, I said, so you know, Fortnite, so whatever the game was between Fortnite and the last game before Fortnite, they had over 300 million players, gamers. And so I said, so you know Fortnite is going after that. So they're right now like 24 million or something like that. Mm-hmm. And so as we took them through the levels and they were giving the information and they got it. Because I had to bring it down to their level, and even the girls get it on their level as well. Good. So I've learned quite a bit about the whole process, and to the point this morning. So you know, you always when you're doing a class, you're always listening for stuff that you can utilize, right? Mm-hmm. So this morning on the news, they were talking that a kid had been scammed. He had given personal information using Fortnite, and the person told them that if give them all this information, give them their passwords, they would never have to log in again. Mm-hmm. And then they would give him, if he spent whatever, he gave him the credit card number. Once they gave him the personal information, they got the credit card number. Mm-hmm. And so then he said, you can get as many skins as you want for your little person, your little avatar. Right. And they racked up about $300.
Wow.
And so the parent is on her credit card. So I came back to class this time to tell the kids,
explain to them
do
the
not
dangers.
Give out your personal. Make sure you have you get a PayPal card so that you have the security. So what is cute is that after I have these little says to them, and you hear and whatever the lecture is, then I hear them talking to the other kids, and I hear everything that I tell them.
That's good.
It's like
creating
it's like creating little mini me's. That's pretty powerful, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I love those little guys. So, and we're all having a really good time with them.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So I told him today. I talked to him. So hey, class, you having a great time? I know you're not tuned in because you're there, and I believe we have another speaker there, but I will show this version of the class to the class next week. Do you know the brand name? Do you know the brand of the headsets the kids use? I will find out for you. I'm not sure yet. I haven't asked that question, but I'll find out. Probably Beats. That's probably what the kids use for headsets.
For headsets.
Yeah. Is that, Laron, is that the big thing, the Beats?
Headset. Yeah.
Okay. So I think I've seen a couple of the kids who hang running, and then we got a couple little budding romances because we got middle schoolers. So you got to always be in eyeballing everything and everybody,
you watch everything,
and you got to come. You got to be able to preempt them before they do anything
because it's on your watch.
and I think that this is one thing that I've learned: the differences between middle schoolers and high schoolers.
Yeah.
middle schoolers are like little fish. They do things very jerky and quick and fast.
Yeah.
And then then because they move so quick and fast, things are knocked over, and the noise level, decimal level is always super high, and to say their life sitting still is like torture for them. So that's what I've learned.
Right.
We got the middle schoolers and against the high schoolers. They have other stuff, but that's what I've learned.
Unbelievable.
I know. So what do you think about, we're going to switch over from my dear children, which was a nice, pleasant conversation.
That was good.
To our crazy president.
I don't know why they haven't impeached. Well, I know why they haven't, but,
But what he did this week was definitely
his people. They're not going to.
We gotta get folks. People got to go out and vote, and they cannot vote Democrat. I mean, they cannot go voting for Bernie Sanders. If Bernie is not running as a Democrat, do not vote for him. Go for the person that's running as a Democrat. Because we can't afford to have this lunatic in the office.
That's ridiculous.
Anymore.
Now he's talking about bringing Putin here in a couple of weeks or something.
In the fall.
It's ridiculous.
And it just hit me this morning. Putin, Russia was really angry with the United States after with John F. Kennedy shut everything down, all the sanctions, and their people were in food lines and all that. They destroyed them, right? And they lost their world power. And I think that's what his plan is for us, is to turn the tables here. And here they got a Dumbo who is just walking. He didn't just brought the enemy right straight. He's going to bring him straight to the White House and give him the football, and which is kind of scary because it's just interesting, and you saw what you saw, and you saw the defiant. You saw how Putin was in the control seat. And this fool was looking like a little puppeteer.
Putin been training about this since the day he was born.
Right, exactly.
This is what he does. This is in his DNA. This is in his blood. This other guy is like a rookie. He doesn't even understand. They call him useful idiot. That's what they call him. You see what I mean? Because he's providing so much, he's being so useful to them, providing them so much leverage and information that they're going, good, keep bringing it.
Yeah, just keep bringing it
against you guys.
Right, exactly. And then, but I saw a clip today when he was, Dan Coates was being interviewed when he was in, Becky or whatever that place they were. And he says, he just got a letter that they're bringing Putin to the White House. And he said, what did you just say? Because, I mean, it's not even the stuff that's going on.
And it hasn't been run by him.
And nobody. It's just stuff that's off the cut. He's like, what did you just say? Like, head turned around. It's just.
Yeah, this whole democracy has been turned upside down, man.
And it's really kind of frightening because you don't know what he's capable of, but you do know that right now he's operating in very dangerous territory.
It is.
And
treasonous territory.
Treasonous territory that could be just detrimental to us as a people, to the country. And here we over here trying to do our thing and try to rise above whatever adversities, and this fool is about to hand us over to a madman.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not going to happen, though, because I'm sure a lot of people will start revolting. So,
I know, I was talking to Carolyn Hines. Carolyn, you're on. And Carolyn was saying we need to, make sure that all our kids that are old enough to register to vote, get them registered to vote. And she mentioned something, and I have to do my research, but she was saying that they pushed back the age to 16 for something for kids. They can vote in certain elections, so I'll have to see. 16? Yeah, so I have to read about that. She just told me about that today. I didn't know about that.
That would be good to research.
But also, and she made sense on this one, is whether you buy it or not, but every Black American that is in a position to apply for a gun permit should apply for a gun permit. Because if we all apply for gun permits, I bet you the NRA, well, it ain't a bet. You know the NRA would make a change immediately.
That's a good point.
So all of the black people that are in a position, whatever that means, in a position to apply, you don't have to go buy a gun. Just go apply for your license, your permit to carry a gun, right? So now whether you buy one or not is up to you. But I know when that all comes through, that'll make them a little nervous. One thing, and if that looks like we all getting ready to pack too. So
they did that with the Black Panther back in the day. So now,
exactly. They did that. So that'll be the end of all that. We got to have our guns. Not if you black people going to get a gun.
So we're at the bottom of the hour right now. It's amazing how time flies when we're having fun. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. You're on the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan. Take a break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Excellent. Are you contract ready? Are you bank loan ready? So I want to know how business ready you guys are. Part of what we want to do is to match you up with contract providers in Vegas, the casinos.
We put together this training for the contractors in Las Vegas to assist them in becoming business ready.
You know, when you first start a small business, the thing you're the shortest on is resources. So the association is actually providing the training free.
Now, Buchanan Associates, they're very well known throughout the U.S., mainly out of the California region, but they have produced so many successful companies that we felt if we brought them here to train our people, that it would allow for that growth because we have so many public works type projects, stadiums that are going to be built slated between now and the next 2 years, prepared to be able to do that work.
So we're back on the Business Zone with
Crystal.
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And those of you who are listening, please give us a call. We want to hear from you. We want to have a conversation with you. Our phone number here is 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375. So, Crystal, this past week, I did a presentation on Small Biz Pro for USC. USC's School of Business Management, the Marshall School of Business
Okay.
at NBC Universal.
Okay.
It was great.
I bet it was.
We had about 14 or 15 people in the class, and it was great. We did the presentation was on Small Biz Pro, how they can use Small Biz Pro to better manage their business. It was a hit. It was.
And that's where I did my entrepreneurial courses and certification.
Yeah.
They've always definitely been pro entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it again on August 3rd. And then it's going to become a regular part. We're also going to try to make Small Biz Pro the tool that they use there in that program for their entrepreneurs.
Oh, that'd be good.
Oh, yeah. So I'm very excited about that.
Oh, so how did you get, do you have a black business directory? I want to add my son's air conditioning business. Yes, in fact, Mo, we're going to be doing a promotional thing for Recycling Black Dollars starting in August. So I'll get you the information. So how did you hear about that?
So Professor Kimberly Rolfe, she's a CPA. She had a CPA business.
Yeah, she's out in San Bernardino, right?
No, she's here in L.A.
Oh, okay.
Kimberly Rolfe. You've seen her
I know
around.
that name.
Yeah, you've seen her around. She was at the Black Women's Rock event. And
Oh, okay.
All that. And she's a professor at USC, so she brought me in to talk about Small Biz Pro, and she liked it. She said, I really would like to get this so my entrepreneur can use it. So, we talked, we did it, and they liked it.
Oh, okay.
So,
Look
yeah.
how simple that is. When people think of networking and making connections, they think that it takes like long leaps of and challenges and obstacles, when all it is just a conversation.
That's true. A conversation, the way you present and deliver, and, if the person likes you. So likability is very important,
right,
too.
because usually they're buying you.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
so it is exactly how you are presenting yourself, and you're staying consistent about how you do that. I know the kids, when they first came into class, obviously a lot of their parents were the ones. And we asked this question. We asked them, so was this something, once your parent told you about it, because that's who saw the flyer, did you want to do this or did they want to do this?
Yeah.
Did they want you to do this? And they're like, well, we came because of our parents.
Yeah.
And so a couple of them were very, very honest.
Yeah.
And then I asked, so when did it change? When did it become your idea? And so a couple of them was like, the next day, like the day they came the first day, and then the second day. Yeah. And so one of the kids came up to me and said, Miss Crystal, you're the best teacher I have ever had. I mean, so it's just the delivery and how you as a instructor or an educator, how you reach out to the people that you're teaching so that they get what you're trying to say.
Yes, and how you include them in the process and make them feel like they belong.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And that they really come away with workable knowledge. You know how many times you go to seminars and when you are a trainer, it's very, when you go in, and I know when I was at the PNC conference, you kind of do your own self-evaluation, right? Yeah. People that are not just giving you fluff, and versus people that are actually giving you some work. You got to have some takeaways.
That's right.
You got to be able to walk away and say, if I want, and we talked about this last week as coaches, when you're out talking to people, you still want to give them something that they can walk away and do themselves. But there's a lot of moving parts to being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So if you don't have all of it, they're going to need you anyway. So
Right.
you shouldn't be fearful of giving stuff away.
Right. Because, see, that's the thing with many entrepreneurs. They feel like, I'm not going to give that for free. I work hard for that, and that costs me money. But in every business, there is what you call loss leaders. There are items that you can give away that it didn't cost you much to produce, and it won't take away much from your bottom line if you give it away. So that's why you go to Costco's. You buy a product, and you see something attached to it, another product attached to it for free. That's a loss leader, because they recognize that by selling that other product by itself, it's not going to bring in too much revenue, and it's occupying shelf space and all of that. So in order to get rid of that from your inventory, just bundle it together and give it away.
Right. And then and you, by doing that, you're connecting with the people.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, okay.
Yes.
They gave me a little something.
Right.
Let me, you're like leading them into the fold, right?
Yes.
And then at that point, you possibly will have them as if you continue to be consistent, you will have them as your customer.
Right, because you just give them some value. That means something to them.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, we got to start thinking about that as entrepreneur and as coaches and mentees, try to figure out ways that we can do this. Because the thing is, different clients or customers have different needs. So the one item that you might decide to give away to a customer may not bring that much value to that customer as it would for another customer. So then, even if you give item A away, then the client may not benefit from that. But if you give item B away, then that other client may benefit from it. So,
and then they'll go and they'll tell their friends and other people that they do business with, like, wow, this person has really, really changed how I do business.
Yeah, which is amazing, because when I did that presentation at NBC Universal on Tuesday, and I said, okay, tell you what I'll do. I'll let you guys sign up for my program. I'll give it to you guys on a limited basis for free. They loved it. They're going, oh, man, this is amazing. We're getting this great tool to run and manage our business that we never had before, and we didn't even know how to do these things.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So there, now you can get a contract to do so many other things, because that was your entry into the door.
That's exactly.
And I think that's why it's also important to have a product, some sort of merchandising, so that it benefits the person that you're trying to attract as a customer, and it could open the door for so many other things.
That is so true. And as entrepreneurs are listening to this program, we want you to learn every week that we're on this program and we're giving away nuggets. So we want you guys to put yourself in the position and say, can I use this nugget this week? Is this something that's beneficial to me? Or can another business that I know utilize these nuggets that we're getting? So these are things that I want you guys to take a look at. These are strategies that are tried and proven that you might want to try within your business, or maybe refer to a friend of yours. This is really, really business development. This is what you call business development.
Yeah, exactly.
These are tools.
But people are not, they don't think past the now.
Yeah.
And business needs to be looked at in longevity, not just to the now.
That's true.
I mean, you can't operate a business just in the present. You got to be always working toward the future and where it's going.
Right. Because when you're operating in the now, you're operating on plan A. So let's say plan A is not working. Is there a plan B, C, or D? So the plan B, C, or D is the tomorrow, the next year, the few years after. So then if plan A, which is a now, is not working, then now because you have other plans for future, then you can jump into that and say, okay, this didn't work, so let's try this right here.
Right, exactly. And I think that's what happens to small mom and pop businesses, since they are only planning and operating in the now. they never plan to leverage up to get to that next level.
Yeah,
What's the process to get to that next level?
Right. And we said this on the show before. I want to say this again because this is a big thing to me. I've seen this so many times at small businesses, and this will be the demise and downfall of many small business. Do not hold grudges. Do not take things personally. Do not get upset because you had an appointment with someone and it didn't work, or certain things that you had planned didn't work out. You start holding grudges. You can't hold grudges in business. It doesn't work that way because all you're doing is spiting your own self. You know, if something you had planned on doing something with another entrepreneur or consultant or whatever and it didn't work out, say, hey, you know, that didn't work that time. Let's move on. Let's try to do this. You know, when people call you back, you need to return their calls and stop getting all pouty and well, you didn't call me, so I'm not going to call you. Oh, that's Gilbert that's calling. Okay, I won't take his call. I'm going to ignore. Oh, that's Crystal calling. I'll ignore. You don't do that because you never know if Gilbert or Crystal is calling you with an opportunity.
Right.
You know, it could be a contract that we have that we're calling you. Yeah, it may not work out the last time, but now we're calling you with an opportunity that's good for your business, and you go, I'm not going to take that call.
And it's funny because I speak to so many businesses that they have had a bad experience with something or someone.
Yeah.
And this may have taken place like 5, 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And when they asking me how can they do X, Y, and Z, and then I make some suggestions. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I had this thing, and this happened, and when you're having a conversation with him, it sounds like whatever went down happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So then you go, well, when did that take place? Because you may have known this person, you may know both parties, right? You're thinking, that doesn't sound like that person. So then when you say, when did that take place? And, that happened like 15 years ago. I'm like, I don't even know how to answer it. How do you answer that? Because I'm like a little dumbstruck that people expect people to be the exact same
way
as they were 5, 10, 15 years ago.
Right. Unbelievable.
But that keeps you stuck.
Yes.
You get stuck into doing business one way and being kind of short-sighted.
That's true.
That you don't see different entities. And I guess that's why I like teaching kids, because there was a couple of kids, and they figured this out themselves, and I kind of have to let them figure it out, even though it could be, because we don't only have 3 weeks in a class, right? Yeah. So they'll tell me their business, and then I'll let them try to figure out how the feasibility of it, right?
Yeah.
And then, inevitably, when you get to the economics, and the way we do it is they have to identify the economics of one unit, and then we, and it's a very summarized kind of concept in the platform that we use and in the worksheet that we use. So they have to identify, their variable, their raw materials, their cost of goods, their cost of service in order to produce that particular product. Yeah. And then they have to come up with all their fixing stuff. So then when I get to that place, I go, so how much you going to charge for this? Because now by this time they've looked and seen how much it costs to produce that. Yeah. And then when we have to get down to the contribution margin or the profit, and then there's no money, and then they'll go. So I don't say anything. I just say, wow, doesn't look like you're going to make any money at this. In fact, it looks like it's going to cost you more to do this because, they don't have the concepts, right? Yeah. And then they'll come back. And so one kid came to me, he goes, and as they get more and more into, and it's only a 12-page slide, they get more and more into the slide, they'll go, in their head there, and I can see it on their faces going, this is not going to work, right? And then they come up and they say, Miss Crystal, can I change? So in this particular case, because we have 3 weeks, and the way the weeks kind of fell, is enough time for them to make some changes, but they got to get all their slides. So one kid told me that. And when he told me what he wanted to do, I thought, it's a great idea, but you don't have the resources to make this happen, but you don't want to kill anybody's dreams. Now, as an adult, I would have done what I had to do.
Right.
But since this is a 13-year-old kid,
Yeah.
we can really give them the opportunity to discover that, because that will be a lesson when they do have their business
Right.
to determine what is the longevity of this business. Because some
Yeah.
businesses don't have that kind of
Right.
longevity.
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind
I
of
think
interesting.
we should do a workshop on feasibility studies. We
Yeah,
should probably
I
do
know,
that.
huh?
I think that would be great. Because when you do that feasibility, there's a long line of items that you got to check off the list before you move on to the next to show how feasible it is. So, we could put up 10 to 12 items and say, okay, here are the 12 items that you got to pass in order for this to be this idea to be feasible, and then just do it in a workshop type setting where they try to take care of step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. One of them is to make sure that there's user acceptance. That means user like it, they accept it because of the price, the taste, the benefits, all that kind of stuff.
And can it stand the test of time?
Yes.
Because
yes.
you and I both know that in our businesses, we've made some changes and adjustments over the last period of time. But how many people do you consult or coach that don't ever try to make any adjustments?
I would say about 99% of them.
Right. So we're always evaluating whether this is a service that if the shelf life has already taken place, right?
Yes.
And or if the shelf place has taken place in one way of delivery, do I need to tweak it in order to take it to the next level, right?
Yes.
But I don't see my customers, my clients doing that.
And another thing that they don't look at, like, for example, if they're selling food product or they're selling food product or commodity, or they're selling clothing. Right?
Yeah.
Those are the toughest items to move because the big box companies, they buy out all those space, the shelf space on those items. So they have a monopoly on those shelf space. So the stores most likely are going to lean in favor of the big box store because they're bigger. They're going to take it.
Which is why they're putting out people that have been in business for years.
Yes,
because
yes.
the big box stores or the Amazons are moving those little people. Even though, there are those of us that still want to go to a store. We're still tactile and we want to touch and feel our products.
Yeah.
But Amazon has captured a group of consumers that love the convenience of being able to go to your computer, push a button, one click, and you got what you need.
Yes.
So then and this is what I teach the kids. It's like, so how do you not compete with them? Because obviously there are bigger dollars there.
Right.
But how do you make your proposition so unique that they want to come into your store?
That's true. And that's what the entrepreneur needs to be able to think about. They need to think of that. And that's part of their feasibility study. To show them what is it that they can do in order to get a consumer to make a decision in favor of their product or service.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so it's really it really comes down to, I think, the as you say, the unique value proposition.
Oh yeah. So all of those things are so key, and if we can do all these different workshops, man, to really encompass all aspects of the business for small businesses, entrepreneurs, it would be amazing. Because even some businesses that's been in operation for 40 years or more, they still don't think about the unique selling proposition. They don't think about value proposition. They don't think about feasibility study. They don't think about that because they go, hey, we've been in the market for 40 years, so it must be working while we've been here for 40 years. Well, you may hit a little niche that might be working for you, and that niche may be eroding over the years that you don't know because you're not measuring. One key thing in small business in order to get you staying on top of your game and knowing what's going on is to measure.
Right.
You got to measure.
Yeah.
You do an advertising ad, you measure that ad, measure the effectiveness of the ad to see, okay, we spent $5,000 on this ad, how much did it bring in? How many people responded? You're marketing something, you measure. You're testing a product, you measure just to see how people like it, how they don't like it. You generate a report, you measure, to see what type of feedback you get on the report, how people feel about it, that type of thing. So in business, you've got to measure a lot. And you got to develop a tool that helps you to measure. That's why they do analytics.
Of course, that's why. I mean, look what with the Cambridge Analytica.
Yeah.
They knew down to a science how they can manipulate the election by just you playing a game on or whatever, answering some questions on. So they spend billions and billions of dollars to do that. But and even when we create our businesses, it's created because, okay, we see a problem in the marketplace or a pain in the marketplace, but we only are looking at it from our perspective, right?
Yes.
We're not looking at it from someone else's perspective. I know this week we asked the kids, we want to extend this to a year-round program because we see that we leave so much hanging when the kids just come from a summer camp. So we're trying to figure out how to do that. Right. So we just kind of did a on the site survey, and we asked the kids, so would you come to excuse me, a class once a week? Yeah, a class once a week, or would you want to do it online? And we had them raise their hands, and since these kids are all over the place, they're like, oh, yeah, online would work for us.
Because they don't want to leave the comfort of their home?
Or because it might be more difficult for mom and dad to get them there.
Oh.
So if we scheduled a class online on a Saturday and that they can stay at home, but at the point we can still be having conversations on how they can take and really grow this business or really create this business and make it a reality. But so what are you looking at? So when we ask, when we ask,
my sister.
Okay. When we take a break, you probably have to take it. Yeah. When we asked them, it gave us some insight on how we should do this next process and progress. But and I think business owners should do that. Should reach out to see what their consumers want.
Yes.
Because we're even us, we're saying what we see the need, but what are their really needs?
Right.
And I think we see it in the measurement after we have a workshop and not as many people show up as we thought should show up. Because that's what we're thinking is the need.
Right.
But what is their real needs? And you get so many different things, and sometimes they just don't know. But sometimes I know with my clients, when I do my year end, just saying, okay, just asking a simple question, where do you see your business? And they're like, huh? Where do you see your business next year?
Right. Because the reason they go, huh, is because in their mind, they have a map, they have a plan as to where it's going. But it's only up there. Nobody else knows that. So even if you have a consultant or you have employees or whatever, they don't know what's going on.
Right. Exactly. So that's what we're saying to you business owners. Yeah, you are expert at what you do. But if your business seems to be stuck and you seem to be in a rut, there's a reason why that is. And so it's really good just to be able to bounce off some ideas or get some ideas from somebody that's in a marketplace that they are consulting or coaching different businesses all the time. Naja says, this is very valuable information you two are sharing. Stagnation does not allow for growth. I am constantly doing research to improve and expand my business.
That is true.
And that's, you're absolutely right, Naja, because a lot of people don't do research. I am just absolutely amazed that you have the best research engine right there at your fingertips.
At your fingertips.
I mean, most people are at their computers at least 85% of the time.
Yeah.
And it's just wonderful that you can go to your computer or take your phone and somebody say something and you can fact check it right then and there.
Exactly.
Or you can say, you see something going like, wow, I wonder how that would work in my business. And you just go Google it.
Right.
And then figure out how you can execute it.
Right.
It's very, very important. So we're going to take a
true.
quick break so you can see if everything's okay.
Yeah, let me do that.
And then we'll be right back, guys. We'll take a quick break.
take a break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Excellent. Are you contract ready? Are you bank loan ready? So I want to know how business ready you guys are. Part of what we want to do is to match you up with contract providers in Vegas, the casinos.
We put together this training for the contractors in Las Vegas to assist them in becoming business ready.
You know, when you first start a small business, the thing you're the shortest on is resources. So the association is actually providing the training free.
Now, Buchanan Associates, they're very well known throughout the U.S., mainly out of the California region, but they have produced so many successful companies that we felt if we brought them here to train our people, that it would allow for that growth because we have so many public works type projects, stadiums that are going to be built slated between now and the next 2 years, prepared to be able to do that work.
So we're back on the Business Zone with
Crystal.
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And again, Small Biz Pro, go ahead and give us a call. We love to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts, your ideas on the subject that we're talking about, working with small businesses and things that we can do to elevate our business. So give us a call at 323-293-3375, 323-293-3375. Don't feel ashamed or hesitant or embarrassed to give us a call, because the only thing this is going to do is to help you grow your business. And we're not going to put you on blast. Right, Crystal?
No, of course
So give us a call, okay?
But one of the things I want to talk about, Gilbert, I'm not sure. We have guests coming, but I'm not sure if they're here. But if not, we can do what we do.
That's right.
We're in July, and I think it's time for businesses to start thinking about what's going to happen to their businesses in 2019.
Yes.
So some planning and looking at where their businesses can grow to, what they need to do, if they need to add some things to their business or some different revenue streams to their business. You know, I went to that conference at Power Network conference, and I tell you, I was seeing people doing some, and you saw just from that book last week, some amazing revenue streams that didn't seem to be all that difficult.
True. That's true. Very amazing.
Yeah. So, some of the things you can look at is, and one of the things you and I are looking at is that we need to add a book to our repertoire.
Exactly.
We've been going out here and doing workshops and seminars up and down the coast of California and you in Nevada.
Yes.
But we can reach such a broader marketplace if we actually have a book.
I totally agree.
Or several books, actually.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're talking about doing.
Yeah.
In addition to monetizing the radio show. And I was talking to somebody the other day, one of the marketers that came in to talk to the kids, and they were saying, when you look at all of the different social media outlets or tools, one of the best ones is podcasting.
Wow. We never thought about that.
Yeah, because for one thing, it just takes your brand to another level.
It does.
And that's what I've noticed. I mean, I go to places. In fact, where was I recently? I went somewhere. Don, who had a Zumba party last week, and
Don
Strozier, our Don Strozier, the Crystal and Gilbert and Don. But she's been doing some taping at another show. But so I went there, and the girl was looking at me at the desk, and she kept going, "I know you." And you get that so often. Yeah. And I said, "Well, I'm around a bit." She goes, "Yeah, you have a talk show." And I said, "Actually, I do." She goes, "With a guy, right?" I said, "Yes, I do." She goes, "You're Crystal."
Amazing, huh?
So people are watching us.
So how did she hear about you? Did she hear by tuning into the show?
She had been watching the show. She had watched the show.
That's amazing.
So we don't even know who's watching us.
That's amazing.
So business owners out there, if you're an expert in what you do, and you have information that can help other people in your industry, we would highly recommend podcasting, or e-blogging, or blogging, or I think it's called video blogging, or just blogging itself. And if you're not a writer, you can always transcribe.
Yeah, and also if you decide to podcast, you can look at the podcast as marketing, marketing for your business. So the dollars you're spending on podcasting, which really isn't a lot for a business.
Not for when you look at it from a marketing standpoint.
Exactly. So if you use the podcasting as marketing, because now you're on the air and you're reaching millions of people, as opposed to your regular conventional marketing that may reach maybe 1,000 people or maybe 500 people. So think about that. That's another option you want to think about as a small business too.
Yeah, that you can grow your reach. And then if you're the type of business that you can then duplicate especially if you're brick and mortar.
Yeah.
If you can create an e-commerce arm to your business, then that is another way to give you that outreach because you're online, and then it's just a matter of research, marketing it and sharing it online, and boosting your ads on Facebook.
Yes.
And I just learned, and you and I'm going to do this with ours, that Instagram has now Instagram TV.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so Jennifer was talking about it yesterday, as well as the kids. So, and when I went to the conference, and I think we need to have more conversation with young people because they know all the stuff out there, right?
And millennials.
Yeah, this is what I mean, millennials. Yeah. So this young guy who's about 23 years old, he and his partner, they're like a young going out talking and consulting with young people about starting their own businesses, college-age kids.
Yeah.
And so they were telling me about the social media arm. So, TJ Lofton that has been on the show.
Yes.
So TJ brought him over to meet me because we were all at the conference. And so they got to talking and they were like, well, you guys you're using Facebook, but you really should be using Instagram. I said, yeah, but, we have a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't really give us much. We're giving them, because I think at that point you could only do like 10 minutes, 20 minutes on Instagram. I don't even think it was 20 minutes at the time. He goes, oh no, they now have Instagram TV. You can put an hour-long show on Instagram TV.
Really?
And he says, and they're looking, yes, LaRon? And he says they're looking for shows and they're going to promote you because they really want to grow it.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm going to start dividing the show up to an hour and get us our own channel. So we get our own Instagram channel in addition to our and get more followers.
The business zone on Instagram.
Right. And then the other thing, and I just saw this as well, and I'm still trying to figure out how this goes. And LaRon probably, hey, Candace, influencer, micro-influencers. So just sharing our information with an influence out there. So if you look on, let's say if we looked on Instagram or you looked at LinkedIn, there are people that are trending that have a huge following, right? And people follow them because of some knowledge or skill that they have.
Yeah.
So if our knowledge or skill is similar to those, then we tap into them and make like on a Facebook, on a YouTube, and make a comment in the comment sections of one of their videos, and then say like you do, so many other people do what we do, right? But you put on there, I'm Gilbert Buchanan, and your new commercial.
Yeah.
And then they reach out to you and want to know more about Small Biz Pro.
Yes.
And then now they may have a following of 10, 15, 20,000 people.
Yes.
Then they're going to then share your information.
That's beautiful.
So,
I like that.
Yeah, so we're not using. So even the kids told me about that.
Yeah, see?
So that's why it's good to teach kids.
Out of the babe and suckling, right?
Right, exactly. So because we don't know this, so we need to sit down and have more. Maybe sit down, LaRon. He's a millennial.
Yeah.
And our engineer here, let him tell us more about. Because we just use Facebook, man.
Yes.
Sometimes you feel so old, like. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing over here, but you know it's supposed to work.
Unbelievable.
But in that world, things change so rapidly.
Yes.
I mean, you could look at that. Was it somebody was talking about Vine yesterday, and Vine is gone. I just learned about Vine.
It's gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Wow. That was one of the one of those social media thing I saw on Steve Harvey, like probably a year and a half
It's
ago.
gone.
Wow.
It's got something else has replaced it.
Wow.
So that's why you have to have some conversation with millennials, because they have all of those resources out there, and they're actually utilizing them, and we could actually use them in our businesses. So
this is our videographer Zarian Hadley that we're trying to get him to call us in on the show. So he should be calling anytime soon. I just texted him, tell him to call us at this number.
Oh, yeah, he's been doing some things out there, huh?
He's the one who just did this video for me.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Did a pretty good job. You know, so, and we've got quite a few more to do as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I have to look at doing something like that. And I never film. I think there's one or two. I have to tell Rhonda next week. And is that filming or those are just pictures? And he created a video.
Yeah, those are video. He did those videos on the shows that we've had or workshops that we've had.
Oh,
so
okay.
He's been videoing for a little while for me.
Okay, and then
then we just put it together right now.
So I could actually do some video like I'm teaching right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we video our guests. They've never videoed me.
Oh.
But I'll have them do that, and then I can also video when I start teaching at Mount
That
Sac.
would be nice. That'd be really
so
nice.
that I could put together a clip.
I certainly want to do. I want to do an event at your Recycling Black Dollar Breakfast. I want to do a presentation.
Oh, okay.
I want to do that.
Actually, we need a speaker. Jackie was just asking me.
Is it a Tuesday? Or?
It's a Tuesday. It won't.
Which Tuesday of the month?
A second Tuesday, and I think we may need a speaker for next month.
Okay, let me.
In fact, Jackie just asked me about that.
Okay. So yeah, I would love to do that.
We'd love to have you do that.
The second Tuesday of every month. So that's going to be August 14th. Yeah, August 14th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's August. She was just telling me yesterday.
All right, so I'll put you on the calendar.
All righty, then I'll refer you over to her, and she'll reach out to you with all the information. Yeah, right now it's really big with Recycling Black Dollars. What's going on? We just have so much to do. And I know it seems like it's insurmountable, but I think if we take little baby steps, we can make this happen.
Oh, for sure.
And we can change.
Yeah.
But, like I said, if I can't get it from the adults, then I'll just go straight to the kids.
Well, like I say, man, the kids, the millennials, they are making things happen right now. And the reason I like dealing with them is because, one, they're very critical. The information that they give you is just-in-time information. Like when they critique your stuff, they critique it from their perspective. How about this? How come your product or service isn't doing this for people like me? And it gets you thinking. Because a lot of times we put together our plan or a system or a process based on a dinosaur, the older type entrepreneurs, older business strategies, older business processes. So we don't think from the millennial standpoint. So that's why I'm thinking that this is a great way. I told you when I did that presentation for the 100 black men in Long Beach for the 10 to 17-year-old kids, and they were asking all these questions about Small Biz Pro, and I'm going, oh, this is amazing.
Oh, yeah, they have. I know Armin, who came to speak with the kids yesterday, and he has never, he's more of a one-on-one consultant, and mostly always with corporations and companies, and he doesn't even really do small businesses. And he has some people that are actually personalities that he does business with. So he had said to me yesterday, he goes, you know what? I have never spoken to a group of kids, and I could tell he was a little nervous. But but one of the things that Armin does is that. He is very up to date on YouTube, and all of the major influencers are out there. So he's throwing names out at the kids, and they knew them. And then when he said he knew, who did he say he knew? He knew someone. One of the influencers, he knew him personally. And he had the kids at that point. He was just like, and today Carolyn told them that she knew the young lady that was on Girl Trip. The comedian. What's her name?
Tiffany. Tiffany Haddish.
Had them right there. And then we had our young guy. Remember Chook with the bow ties?
Yeah.
So Chook came in today. And he was saying that he had just done a movie with Tiffany. Oh, these kids. And Chuk, now Chuk is 12.
Yeah, he's like 12 going on to 45.
45, and he's been doing, have a quick seat and then we'll get you on. He's been doing commercials since he was, as he says, I've been doing commercials since I was like a baby, like this size. And so he was telling the story how he got into movies.
Yeah.
And so he was saying, I did this movie, I've done a do-it-yourself TV show where kids were going in and renovating houses, and I'm a comedian, and I have my own business. And one of the kids said, how old are you? And he's like, I'm 12. They're like, and I looked at them all because they're like 11, 12. And I said, what y'all doing? Y'all seem to be wasting y'all's time, because here this kid,
he's 12 and he's done all
rocking,
these things.
right? He got a Bravo show. He got a Nickelodeon show. He got his own business.
That's
and
amazing.
He's talking about how he's expanding his business into another level. And these kids are like, wow. And so you should have seen the hands going up. And that he's done this show with this celebrity and that celebrity and that celebrity. And so then Carolyn says, how am I supposed to come behind that? How am I going to come behind Tiffany? What? That's not even fair, guys. And so all these people that have celebrity connections.
Yeah.
So we need to get us some celebrity
I
connections.
remember you brought him on the show about a year and a half ago.
Oh, he's expanded from there. I mean, he's got a bio that sounds like he's been around for like 50 years.
Longer than you and me.
Like Denzel Washington. I mean, by the time he get to our age, boy, he would have been in like tons of films. And so he was, in his 12-year-old wisdom, he was telling the kids how to handle sales day tomorrow.
Oh.
And the different types of salespeople.
Really?
The looky-loos.
Oh.
And how to keep your face straight and be, customer service. So he's 12. But he's been selling his
So next thing you know, he's going to be writing a book too, right?
I'm sure that's probably next with him, because he's a very consummated businessman.
Yeah.
But before we go to break, and our guest has gotten here, did you read or hear the young lady that? Let me pull her up. The young lady that has the lemonade. I think it's called Bumblebee Lemonade.
Oh yeah, she was on Shark Tank.
Right. She just signed an $11 billion deal with Whole Foods yesterday.
Oh man, that's amazing. When I saw her on Shark Tank, she's phenomenal. She reminds me of this little kid you're talking about, Chuk.
Yeah, she does remind me of Chuk.
She is like a little woman, you know? and Mr. Wonderful said, so what do you put in your lemonade? She said, I can't tell you. That's my trade secret. Give me a contract and then I'll tell you.
Right, exactly. Well, yesterday, because she had $1 million contract with them.
Yeah.
And even Damon John, because he partnered with her.
Yeah, Damon John invested in her, and I think one of the other sharks.
Right. And so he said, we don't know where it's going to go because she's young and, kids grow. But she just sold an $11 billion contract yesterday.
Because they purchased 40% of her business. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. See, this is getting me jealous now.
Right. So now we got to ask ourselves, what we doing, right?
Small Biz Pro need to be up there.
Right, exactly. So, and these kids, but we let things stop us.
Yeah.
But they don't let anything.
No, they don't see barriers.
They don't see barriers.
And that's how I'm saying that as entrepreneurs, we need to start looking at things through the lens of the children, the entrepreneurs. I mean, the millennials.
The millennials, young people who see a vision and don't let things stop us.
I think our next guest is
our guest
millennial,
is here.
Right? He'll tell us about how to see things from the
exactly. Yeah, we want to see how he got over in the Leimert. So we're going to take a quick break and set up so we can bring him on.
Okay.
So we'll be right back, guys.
Take a break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money.
So we're back on the Business Zone with
Crystal.
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And Crystal, who do we have in the studio with us
We
today?
have Zane,
Yes.
and he is the new, he has a partner, but he is the new proprietor of Hot and Cool Cafe that has just recently opened up in Leimert Park. And I went over there. It's really nice. It looks like they have a nice vibe, some music going on over there. And, you know, we always like to welcome new businesses to our community, especially as the co-director of Recycle Black Dollars. So
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you. We feel very welcomed as well. So,
Welcome to the Business Zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome to the Business Zone.
Thank you.
So tell us about yourself and tell us how you just popped up in Leimert and nobody knew about you. And what other businesses do you have?
Well, the planning for Hot and Cool has been in the works for like a year. A little bit more than a year.
Okay.
So that was just kind of kept under wraps. And then once it was, obviously open, it brought in the talent, and
Yeah.
that's me.
Okay.
And, we're just making it flourish. That's
Okay.
that's the goal. But yeah, I'm an East Coast guy. I was born in Philly, worked in New York.
Where in New York?
Curative Midtown, man.
You're Midtown?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in the middle of the hustle and bustle.
Hustle and bustle, man. It's funny because like about 8 years ago when I went to New York, it was really just to kind of stay out of trouble. My brother-in-law was doing this like Brooklyn rock rap kind of group.
Yeah.
It's amazing music. Like his music is relevant today, and he stopped doing it.
Yeah.
6 years ago, whatever. And it was just pretty much to stay out of trouble. But as you said, it's the hustle and bustle,
Hustle
man.
and bustle,
If you
man.
have one of those ideas or something, and
Yeah.
if you're a social person, you're only like, I feel like what's the word? The saying 6 degrees of separation. When you're in New York and you know how to talk to people and you're social,
Yeah.
it's like 3 degrees of
Yeah.
separation.
Right, exactly.
So it's really just easy to do things, and it's great,
Right.
Okay. So when did you come to California?
March
And why?
14th. Well, so you guys probably hate me for this. I feel like California is very laid back and it's great, and you guys are 3 hours behind on everything.
That's why I
So-
said why, because I wouldn't. I'm from New York State,
Yeah.
but if I was in the city of New
Yeah.
York, I don't know if I'd ever left because there's an energy there
Yeah.
that cannot be duplicated. Gilbert is from New York.
Indeed.
You're from New York, well,
Yeah, from
Yeah.
upstate New York,
Upstate.
Binghamton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really kind of want to bring that energy,
Yeah.
here. Not, I don't want to say on like a huge scale just yet, but just like small pocket, like Leimert. You know?
Well, don't feel bad, and I do understand the 3-hour lag time for California, and that's why people like us, East Coasters,
Yeah.
will flourish here because we come with the energy. We're 3 hours ahead, and we're going, okay,
Yeah.
come on, we need
Let's
this
go.
done yesterday.
Yeah.
We needed 3 hours ago.
Yeah, why are we talking
hours,
about
yeah,
this?
right.
We want to do this. Let's
Let's
just
do it.
this. How we
Somebody,
make this happen,
somebody
man?
pull a trigger and just kind of break the ice.
Right, exactly. We don't have to have no 12-year conversation
Yeah.
about it. Let's just do this.
Let's do it.
I hate that when you have like a meeting with people and it's like, oh, there's a couple great ideas.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, let's do that. And they're like, okay, so let's have another meeting.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
why? Let's start
let's just
rolling.
throw it out there and roll with it.
Like, let's
That's
start
how
making-
we are. Let's just make this
Yeah,
happen.
that's right, man.
That's
That's right.
definitely, yeah, it's definitely how it moves.
Okay. So the cafe, the idea behind it. I know. Now, let me ask this question because a couple of years ago, I read, and maybe I did read this. I read a number of business plans that they were looking at bringing some businesses in, and I don't know if yours was one of those.
Well, we may have been one of them, but when we kind of set up, we didn't say everything that we were going to do.
Okay.
You know, and it's
Okay.
just pretty much it was easier for us to get permits and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's like once the doors are open,
Yeah. Then you'll work on that part.
we'll just
Okay.
start doing stuff, activate this, activate that. And certain things will work, certain things won't work. And it's like, cool, because we didn't have a permit for that anyway. And keep it moving. So that was kind of part of our strategic planning.
Okay. You may have been one of the businesses because they were looking for some new creative businesses, food places in Lamert. And we were supposed to do something like a Shark Tank.
Okay.
And it didn't kind of materialize. But I remember I got about 20-something business plans, and I looked at a number of them over there. So
That's I think that's really a dope idea to do like a Shark Tank because we get a lot of people that come in and they want to do events and things of this nature. And, you know, I'm like, hey, come on, let's do it. Especially if you're from Lamert.
Right.
Yeah, come on.
Right.
Let's do it. Don't worry about the money. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, start planning how we can make money, stuff like that.
Exactly.
But you guys got us. We're going to support you guys.
Yeah.
So you need a space. We have the space.
Right.
We'll figure out how to make money once we start bringing the awareness and value.
Right, exactly. And that's kind of how we have to do it from a collaborative standpoint
100%.
nowadays, especially those of us that have been, doing. And I know one of our partners, Calvin, is reaching out to you, and they want to do a once a month or a networking event, which we really don't have here in Los Angeles. Again, 3 hours behind. What can I say? They have meetings and so forth. Although our stakeholders, we have my organization has a breakfast mixer. But there's really nothing going on a regular basis in Los Angeles. That's networking for business owners.
And that's funny that you say that in Los Angeles because like I see certain things and I'm like, Lamert doesn't have this, Lamert doesn't have that, And then as I start talking to certain people, they're like, no. LA doesn't have that.
No, LA doesn't have it. Lamert, it's Lamert just a small factor of the fact that the whole entire city doesn't have it. But we do have some pretty active businesses that are here. But I don't think we've learned how, a lot of us have learned how to really network to that level where it can take you from here to there.
And what we want to do is we want to make a difference that way because we've got a product here, you guys have a product. So by us teaming together, it's going to really bring all of that together. So 3 points I want to make real quickly, or, I want to state. Got a question in there too. So one of them is, where exactly in Lamert Park are you located? The second question is, why hot and cold beverage? Why did you choose that name? And what was the story behind that? And the third thing is, we cannot wait for us to team and start holding events, the business zone with your organization over there in Lamert Park. We want to start doing taking our show there 100%. So we can broadcast from there.
100%.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we were actually we're actually going to work on that, and you guys will probably be a great source to help us collaborate that. I don't know if you guys seen, we have this nice corner, and there's this grand piano there.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, I painted the keys and stuff like that. That's pretty much going to be our...
that's a spot.
Yeah, that's piano's going to be just for show, and then we're going to have a Steinway up over in the corner. That's for
What's the square footage of the place?
Our overall square footage is 2,700.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So yeah, we definitely want to do that. And
Yeah.
you guys remember, what was it, Do the Right Thing, Samuel L. Jackson's radio show? It was
Yeah.
like right in the window.
Yeah.
We just basically kind of want to do that, lounge the whole nine.
That's what we want to do.
Yeah, Hot and Cool. Anthony Jolly's really the brains behind the entire Hot and Cool thing.
Yeah.
Eric Moore was with us as the muscle. And
Yeah.
obviously, like, I'm the talent of the crew, the creative curator and everything.
Yeah.
And it's funny, the name, it was just like, all right, so what's the name of the spot going to be?
Yeah.
And we kind of just threw it out there and it was like, yeah, Hot and Cool. And it was like, all right, yeah, whatever.
That has a nice ring.
Yeah, it does. And then, it's like you were saying earlier with the confidence and conceited thing, it's
Yeah.
like you have to kind of be that.
You got to.
So I also ask people, like, I love the fact that, I love when the name of things, the brand name of things is also could be a conversational piece. So it's like, hey, are you hot or cool?
Yeah.
Which one do you think you are, more hot or cool?
Yeah. And you can use that as your theme, when people show up and they want to buy stuff. Okay, so are you hot or cold?
Yeah. How do you
I'm
feel?
a cold guy, so give me some cold stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how it went down. Then all of our beverages, you can have them hot or cool.
Yeah.
So that's really
I like
hacking.
that. I like that.
Just
See,
one of
we were
those
talking
things.
about millennials earlier.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have been thinking about that.
But the vibe there is,
Yeah.
and I went over there. I was going to Leimert to meet my herbalist, Skia,
Yeah.
and he says, meet at the Hot and Cool Cafe. I was like, what cafe? Are you talking, what's it, the one,
Akibabu.
Akibabu? He goes, no, the other one. I was like, no, there is no other one. What are you talking about? He says, right there on the corner.
Yeah.
So I drove over there. That's how that was the first time
Yeah.
I went over there. And then I think I met somebody else over there. I was going next door to Clarence's.
Okay.
Dr. He's right there next door to you.
Yeah.
And then
Washington.
Clarence Washington.
Yeah.
So I think I had gone to the bicycle shop because I was going to meet somebody there and talk about his accounting because they had referred me over to him to help him with his accounting system. So I'm going, look at all the young brothers, young black brothers in the community doing some stuff.
Yeah.
And I like this vibe in
So,
here.
and then you also have J3, Justin. He shoots for a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. He's around the corner, though, on that 43rd Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he doesn't get a lot of foot traffic or anything, but hopefully he will, especially when that train comes and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's one of the other young guys. Haroon's a buddy of ours. He actually opened up a coffee shop across the street.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and his is really modern contemporary decor. It's a really nice spot, nice spot.
Well-
We're more rustic and
Well,
stuff.
our plan is definitely to do our show from your facility, and also after the show, we want to do like an after show party.
100%.
So it's going to be a networking event
100%,
where
yeah.
we're going to bring businesses in there.
Yeah.
And we're going to do networking and all of that.
Yeah,
We may have some
100%.
raffles and stuff like that too.
100%.
So-
I remember in Philly, I'm not sure if they did it in New York, but in Philly on Friday nights, the DJ from like whatever radio show, or they would basically broadcast that radio show at the club.
Yes.
And, made the people feel like you're in the club. Like,
Oh,
you could
yeah.
be driving on your way to the club,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, this is what we're playing in the club
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
So
I'm
when
sure
you
they
get
do
there,
that.
you're
Yeah,
like,
so you're
still
all
on beat. You're like, all right, yeah, I didn't miss anything. So,
That is really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Here's the pictures of it right here.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Very nice.
They got a nice.
So
little
who did the design and all of that for you guys?
So the color we just kind of, we're trying to do the hot and cool color theme, and then the status decor. That's all
So
myself.
that's where the kind of light brown.
Now,
comes
is there
from.
meeting rooms up? What is that up there? Your offices?
No. Well, we use it as office space, but it's 800 square feet upstairs. That's pretty much just open. We'll open it up for events and stuff like that. I show movies up there pretty often.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. We're going to do an off-campus classroom as well. Co-op workspace, all that
nice.
good stuff.
That's really, really cool.
I can't remember the girl's name. I believe it's Denise. She does yoga up there on Sundays.
I know Denise.
Yeah, so we kind of really just like, the community has something they want to do. We have the space. We're like, come and do it. Let's.
So now the four of you, did you guys already know each other?
Yeah, well, these two, Anthony and Isaiah, are brothers. Anthony and Eric met first, and then I was introduced to Anthony. and we kind of just got the ball rolling.
Got the ball going. And now are they from the East Coast as well, or are they from here?
We're all East Coasters.
Oh, well, that makes a nice little blend, a nice little feel and vibe.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. So now have you own other businesses?
Yeah, I have a cafe as well in Brooklyn, Bushwick, AP Cafe.
Okay.
Yeah, I have fashion lines and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Music, arts,
That's
fashion.
good,
Yeah,
That's good.
I don't know. It was always, I just always felt like if you had the outlets to do it, just do it, whether they're going to be successful or not. And I lose passion and stuff. And like I was saying earlier about the whole confidence thing, that's me and my issues. But you know, if I wasn't getting that cosign from like my brothers that I look up to or whatever, they wasn't like co-signing as I felt like they should co-sign it, then I'd just be like, whatever. You know, and it's like, it's still there. They're all there. If anybody wants to buy some company, feel free to text me. I definitely have them. So that's always happened.
So always an entrepreneur.
I've always been an entrepreneur. I tell people I've retired 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I never worked for nobody ever.
Okay.
Well, you're singing my song, man. I cannot do it. I've done my last job was I think 2005 or 2006. That's it.
Yeah.
I said no
What
more.
do you like best about being an entrepreneur?
Just pretty much the passion of it, you know, and it's not even so much you get to make your own hours, because when you're an entrepreneur, you got to put in more hours than somebody that clocks in.
Oh yeah.
So the best thing that I really do like about it is the control kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I tell people sometimes it's like, all right, so if you had all the money in the world, would you stop working, or would you stop doing this, or would you stop doing that? And they're like, I don't know. I was like, of course you wouldn't, because then you're just working for the power.
Exactly.
You know, and it's just like, hey, I have the control of this, the control of that, and you know,
and you can take it to wherever you want.
Wherever you
Right,
want, wherever you want.
exactly.
Do many things, and I think one of the things too is being able to give. I meet these young people here and there, and I don't know if I sparked anything in anybody ever or whatever, but I just love to kind of give them the opportunity or give them the push and be like, when they're having a conversation with me, I'm like, all right, so what's up, do it.
Yeah.
Like, what you need right now? Yeah. Like, here, all right, so here, take this, take that, take this, and go over there, and you should be good. Yeah, you know, and it's up to, after that, it's up to them, and that should be a good jump start. And I've never had that growing up, so
I'm teaching now to fish. Go fish now.
That's it. Go fish.
Instead of saying, "Hey, here's a fish."
Exactly.
I like that.
I teach them. I was just telling Gilbert for the last 2 weeks. I do a biz camp. And look at that. So the last 2 weeks, well, actually, this is the second session, but every year we do a biz camp for kids. And they're between the ages of 11 and 18. Okay. And so our first session was in June and ended at the end of June. And then I'm in the second session right now. The kids are graduating next week. And so these are kids just empty, just a canvas with nothing. And so just giving them the passion, helping them come up with an idea, and then helping them execute that idea, and then they create a business plan, and then they're going to be pitching their ideas, and we bring in guest speakers to have, to talk to them, and they're just so inquisitive. And so I was just telling Gilbert, I had a marketing strategist come in yesterday, and he said it's been about 10 years since I've spoken to kids. He goes, and I was a little nervous, and I can see it, right? And so I asked a question that had something to do with the influencers on YouTube, and that's all it took. And by the time he started dropping names, and the kids were like, "Oh my God, you know him?" Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was like, he was in, and so he went over an hour. He was speaking for an hour. Yeah. He was there at about 11:30. They were not restless at all. Yeah. They were just, and so then he realized, if I keep dropping names, and then telling them how to use social media and that, and he was real with him, because kids think it's so easy to make a video go viral. Right. He goes, no, that is actually a structured marketing 100%. Strategy that makes that happen like that. You just don't put a video up and it goes anywhere, especially if you don't have those kind of followers. Right. And so they were just blown away by him. And so everyone that has come in and had sat down with the kids, Yeah, because they come up with some
Yeah,
great
you guys
ideas.
have to come and the greatest thing I like about Hot and Cool though itself is the multiple platforms that we have. We have the performance art, visual arts, culinary arts. We're like in all the arts, and that personally gives me the space to be able to, idea here, stick it there, stick it there, stick it there.
Okay.
So I love that. I started this youth program with Community Build, and it's an art thing, and it's really I wrote this art curriculum. And it's just like art therapy, destructive art, and stuff like that. Disruptive art, and I'll have the kids come in. I'm just like, hey, all right, so I'm not going to tell you guys what to do or anything. So I'm going to just give you guys these materials and stuff like that, and I kind of just want to see what you guys are going to create out of that. And this kid, CJ, he's 10 years old. You guys got to come to the cafe to see.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking we should go there after this show.
I got something.
You got something going on? I'll be there after the show.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
but
yeah, it's great stuff.
But
so
CJ is an artist. So now the music.
CJ's
How often do you have music, and what is it? The spoken word? Or?
Yeah, we've done the spoken word. We've done a few of those. We've had the Lamert Experience.
Okay.
Justin Sky, he's got a nice crew. Justin Sky's actually, I didn't know. He's like really big in the jazz community, whatever. Kids 20 years old. Had a 6-piece band, and hopefully, if you guys remember Fifth Street Dicks, so we're going to pay homage to Fifth Street Dicks and just do Fifth Street Fridays. Fifth Street Fridays, Fifth Street Dicks kind of deal. And showcase these guys. So, World Stage has a lot of the music that's coming out of Lamert. Yeah. So we just basically plan to kind of ride off of them and then, add our own and everything. Yeah. And I hope somebody comes with some good, like, hip-hop or something, but...
My guy over here?
You got some?
So I don't know if you've heard you probably didn't hear our intro song, but he's a Jamaican rapper. Okay. He does reggae over here. Okay. He does our song, and he actually was a recording artist in Jamaica. Nice. He's been looking at trying to get back out there.
So there we go. So we're still developing the programming. Okay. So, but we're going to have something every single night.
That's good.
Really?
Yeah, that's good. Every single night. There might be some nights you'll have 2 events, and you'll be like, well, what is this? And it's just that these 2 separate events was able to collaborate together. Yeah. And we were like, so you guys, we'll split you guys' fees in half. You guys are going to do it together. Yeah. Now you have double the people. Yeah. I feel like that also relieves a lot of stress when people having events, because one of the biggest things is, how do I get all these people in here? Yeah.
So I in New York, and this is one of my favorite spots in New York. My girlfriend and I she used to work for United, so we'd fly in on Wednesday, and Thursday night down on Houston, right between where the Comedy Store. There was a bar there that did open mic. Okay. And they did it on Thursday night. Yeah. I mean, the talent that rolled through there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And we love that
I definitely dig what you're saying. And that's kind of how I want us to be.
Yeah.
And it's just like you just randomly show up and you're like, wait. That's Kamasi and Deepak. Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it don't have to be just in Hollywood.
No, definitely.
It could be here. And that was, the first time we stumbled on it, we were going for a conference and we had to go in early. Yeah. And they were like, okay, let's go down to Houston and then we'll just see what we can get into, right? And then we heard this music coming out. We're like, what's happening up in there? Right. And after that, we would just make sure we came in on Wednesday. So Thursday night, and I cannot remember the name of it, but it was just live. And we have nothing like that here in Los Angeles.
At all. They do this really dope spot, though. It's in Hollywood, and we actually kind of hijacked their band. They call it the Juice Joint. So these guys get together and have this jam session. Yeah. And they're dope by themselves. Okay. And then people will come up and just like start performing. The band doesn't stop, though. Band will switch music, keep it going the whole night. It's like for 3 hours, the band's just playing jamming out, and people are just coming up singing.
Juice Joint, huh?
The Juice Joint.
Yeah. Okay. But don't go there. Come to Hot and Cool.
Don't go there. Don't go there, people.
Yeah, don't go there. Just come to Hot and Cool.
Because we're going to happen, huh?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So we're going to be doing that Sundays and Tuesdays. We're doing T-Acoustic Tuesdays, and then Sundays is Afros In and Smoothie Sunday. So
we've got an up-and-coming rapper over there, our Control.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So he's got the shirt on.
Yeah.
Everybody can't rap, and I was like, "Well, can you?"
So we can give him a test drive, man. Give him a test drive over there at the Hot and Cold and see how it works.
There's actually quite a few talented people in the studio. They have a pretty. She has a Felicia who owns the studio.
Yeah,
and
she's a rapper too.
Okay.
Yeah, her
The Poetess.
The
You ever heard of The
Poetess,
Poetess?
She was on
No.
KA.
Go online and check it out.
Yeah,
man.
so she knows all of
she's
the
phenomenal.
rap people, and she was a female rapper back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, so she knows everybody out there. That's just cool. I like the entertainment piece because if people are always saying, where do you go for entertainment in this city?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you go all the way up. And I recently went with some friends. Now, back in the day, this probably would not have been a problem for me when I was his age.
Yeah.
But they invited me. They were like, we're going to go dance. And so they told me we're going to go up on Fairfax, and I think it's like right below Melrose. It's a place called The Dime. And so I go up there, and it's literally about this big. People are piled on top of each other. Where the hell are you supposed to dance in here? And so, but the two people that we were supposed to meet, which they didn't get there until late, one of them is R. Kelly's ex-wife. So, so she's a dancer.
Yeah.
So when they get there, because they VIP, and I told them, no, I need to walk in with the VIP.
With the VIP.
I don't need to come and wait for the VIP.
Right.
So when they got there, they just cleared the floor. They had the dance floor. They had the table. I said, that's the way I have to rock in here. Because I can't be in here with all these people piled. Where y'all dancing?
Right.
This ain't working for me. So
That's good, man.
But I like the fact that you have that type of music. And I have friends that will. Because right now we're stuck with, in fact, tonight my girlfriend is having a birthday party for her husband. We're going to La Louisiana because we don't have nowhere else to go, or the townhouse. In fact, just the other day, one of my friends was having a birthday. She goes, well, where's she? And they were coming with, well, there's no place to go. But
you could make it a double-day event where you go to La Louisiana and then the next night.
that would not. I'd rather go there.
Yes,
I mean, La Louisiana is fine. It's just because there's no other else place to go.
Yeah.
But if you can sit down and listen to live music.
Because looking at this, the images that you've got right there, it's pretty nice.
It's very, very nice.
Yeah. We have the space to it, and then also like our the way that it's set up, the acoustics is ridiculous.
Really, because the high ceilings.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm gonna come visit it. I'm gonna run down to the U.S. Bank down the street, and then after that,
sounds good.
I'm gonna come check it out.
You're gonna come check it out.
Yeah.
So is there a calendar events, or do you guys?
we haven't done it yet. We haven't put up all the programming yet, and it's really weird how we did our marketing, and we did the word of mouth kind of thing. There's this app also called Nextdoor that got the community out.
You have that app, right?
So we're on that, but then
and I know you're on Leimert Beat.
Yeah, and we're like, our menu is just the start of what we have. Like we started with soups, coffee, and tea, and pastries. You know, and that's it. Of course, our menu has grown very drastically.
You do smoothies?
From there. We have a few smoothies. That's on the secret menu.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, you know, because we're still also manning our own cafe, so it's like we don't want to get too overwhelmed with everybody.
Right.
But our thing right now is like, like if you really are about this supporting Black business, stuff like that, it's like, no, don't just come and try to look at online, pick a date when you're going to come all the time and see what's going on.
You never know what's going on.
You never know what's going on. Be a part of the community. Don't just, I'm going to come buy a coffee and that's it. Like, be a part of the community. Come all the time. If nothing's going on, so what? Chill, hang out.
The same way they hang out at Starbucks, and this way they won't get kicked out. Right? Because everybody look like them.
Everybody look like
them. Look like them.
And it's so funny, the energy of the cafe is, I think it happens every day, multiple times a day. People will meet each other and just start talking about business. And next thing you know, they're exchanging numbers and like they're having this business plan to move forward. And I'm like, yo, it's amazing how many people we've just like connected that way.
That's
Well,
really
we're
cool.
definitely going to be a big part.
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
we'll definitely come over there. And they're right next door to Barbara Morrison, and then the bike shop that's right there. In fact, I think the bike shop is having salsa.
The bike shop does salsa on Sunday. So yeah,
Sundays,
Tony, big shout out to Tony, man. Tony's actually going to move because it's small.
Yeah.
So he's going to move that little salsa class up to us. You know, Wednesday night. So I'm like, yeah, that's awesome because I'm definitely down for some salsa.
Yeah, because I was like, I saw that Jason from the LA Standard newspaper. We're going to do some stuff with him, and they did an article on him last week. And I think he's done an article on you guys as well.
He did. He's talking about our honey lattes and everything.
So he's pretty cool. So
but there's legends in Lamert, man. Sika, Asawan, Barba.
Oh yeah.
You know, Fernando Pullum. Like Fernando has so many musicians that's made it big. That's come out of his little camp.
Is Barbara the lady, the jazz lady?
Barbara Morrison. Yeah, she's on that whole little corner there.
What corner? No, she's in the middle now.
She's in the middle.
We're on the corner.
She was on the corner of the left on Homeland.
Okay.
Yeah, not too far from Community Build, but she's
she is the corner after the courtyard.
Other side.
Yeah,
after the courtyard.
Yeah, that's her business office.
Yeah.
Right, and then her museum is right there next to you guys.
Yeah, right from the courtyard.
Right, but where Akibabu's is, she actually had an office.
Right.
She
still does.
Her space is down there in that courtyard.
Barbara. So we're getting ready to do Jazz in the Alley starting July 29th.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge deal. Yeah. And you guys missed out on the Juneteenth Black Independence Day celebration, but be prepared for it next year because it's going to be really, really,
you know what?
huge.
You know what you guys need to do now? You also need to do the Jamaican Independence, which is August 6th.
August 6th?
August 6th is Jamaican Independence.
I'll do something for it.
There's a lot of Jamaicans in that area.
Yeah, 100%. I'll do something for it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Jamaican Independence, August 6th every year. That's our Independence Day.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great.
What happened?
That's your birthday, August 6th?
Now you got
So
something.
listen, that's so now listen.
down.
So this is an example of how I love to make things work, right? So August 6th, Jamaican Independence Day, right? I'll put it on the calendar. We can start branding it now, right?
Yeah.
To ensure that we're going to have people. It's your birthday, so we're going to
birthday,
celebrate
so you
your
gotta
birthday
come
there
down.
as well.
Gotta come
on
down.
us. So you know what I mean? Once you just put those two together, it's like, come on now it's a thing.
So now we're going to celebrate the Laron
to me, it's
birthday.
that simple.
That's what
That's how
It
simple
is.
business is.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it can be, and then. You know, as it goes along, just don't get greedy over the money, and business could stay simple.
And that's where we come in. Long contracts in place, you don't have a problem, right?
That's
There you
But
go.
that is, we're so happy to have you in the
Yeah,
community,
that's
and we
great.
definitely are going to start hanging out. And
Awesome.
as one of our favorite spots, I'd love for you guys to come over to an RBD meeting and let everybody know.
Get introduced to the community.
And we'll make sure that we circulate the video here. POTUS is going to be having their grand opening here.
Okay.
She just had the studio redone, so she's going to have a big event.
I like it.
So it will be a good time for you guys to come over and meet her. And
Yeah,
meet
or just
all the
invite
people.
me so I could just.
Yeah, we'll have you
Yeah.
back on the show so you can.
Yeah, have you come
We'll
back.
We'll definitely have you back on the show so we can talk some more and talk about the progress you've made since we've talked. So,
100%.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
man.
and then we're going to get together and do some events there.
Awesome. Appreciate it. So Black Arts Los Angeles, Stay Sane, Hot and Cool, and Lamert Park. Let's go.
Give them your
Beautiful.
address.
Beautiful.
4331 Degnan Boulevard.
Okay, guys, you want looking for a place.
You know what? My address is Lamert Park.
Lamert Park. You know
Lamert
where-
Park
See
Village.
the big orange building on the corner.
Lamert
there,
Park
right
Village.
there.
Just come. If you're
Right.
coming for us, it's cool. If you don't find us,
Right.
just be
And-
in Lamert Park.
And I think at the end of the month, at the end of August is the Lamert Festival there.
Yeah.
So, and everybody, for those that need to know, Central Avenue, speaking of a space that's very similar, Central Avenue is having their jazz weekend this Saturday, I think, is the 21st. So it's the Central Avenue Jazz Festival. So check that out this weekend. So us black people doing some stuff.
And we also have our upcoming, it's a 6-week class with Vermont Slauson. We're doing a contract readiness workshop, series. It's a 6-class series. Starts on Tuesday, July 24th. Now, this is free to all contractors and small businesses who want to get contract opportunities. Now, these opportunities could be with LAX, could be with the city of Los Angeles, the county of Los Angeles, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. The classes that we're going to cover, developing your capability statement, business readiness and best practice, teaching you how to be compliant, cash flow management, obtaining your certification, and we're also going to do contract compliance. So come on down. The classes start at 5:30. That's going to be 5:30 to 8:30 on Tuesday the 24th at the Vermont Slauson down here on West Vermont, West Slauson, right? Mm-hmm. So come on down. Phone number, I want you guys to call this number, 323-753-2335. That's 323-753-2335. And if you guys can get a hold of them, you give me a call personally, 626-533-1186. I want to fill that class. We're going to videotape the class also. You guys are going to, I'm telling you, you guys are going to the next level. I'm going to take you to the next level.
All righty. And we have our kids culmination for the Biz Camp for 2018. We got 25 amazing kids that are graduating with their business plans on July 26th. Yeah, 26th. And the graduation is going to be held at Southwest. If you're interested in being a judge on that day for the kids, give me a call at 323-447-7272. We'd love to have you as part of this wonderful opportunity to work with kids and to start creating our new emerging entrepreneurs.
All right. Sounds great. It's amazing how time flies, huh?
I know. 2 whole hours.
Beginning to have fun, and that's it.
I know. So we will be back here next Friday.
From 3 to 5.
3 to 5. And so we're out. Thank you.
You're listening to The Business Zone.
With Crystal.
And Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. We're out.
Find us on Facebook Live, Facebook, and as well as Instagram and YouTube.
As a small biz pro, so we roll, using procurement, program, and control. As a small biz pro, so we grow, using procurement, program, and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, Crystal Mitchell, do you have my business plan? Just review.